Welcome back, Clash fans, to episode 10 of another Clash of Clans podcast. We have a Clashiversary stacked episode for you this week where we discuss all the celebrating that will be done throughout this month. We have the spectacular Smitty in the interview chair who decided to throw my favorite troop into the docks for Clash Court. I mean, can you believe it? What the nerve! But let's head on over to Clash News to learn all about what's happening this August.
It's time for Clash News.
Welcome to Clash News. What's going on, Clashers? Welcome back. Today is the 1st of August 2026, and believe it or not, Clash of Clans is 14 years old, and Supercell did not give us a rerun for Clashiversary. If you logged in this morning, you got hit with a brand new month-long event. You would have seen a new full roadmap with hints of a new troop and new equipment that's going to be coming later this month. And the big theme Supercell is pushing this year is novelty. Not just new medals, not just a new skin. They want new systems, new ways to play, and new reasons to open the app. We're going to go deep on all of it, all the way in on the calendar, and then the Clash of Cards event explained from start to finish. But for now, let's break down the August calendar, and we'll start because it's actually insane this year for Clash's birthday month. Starting today, we've got Clan War Leagues beginning as normally scheduled, and they'll be carrying on for the first week and a bit. And after that, we've got Clash of Cards is also beginning. This event is going to run all the way until the end of the month, from Town Hall 3 and up. So, what it all entails, I'll let you know in just a moment, because on the 3rd of August, two things are going to be happening. First, we have a mass spell injection. You get 100 totem spells and 15 limited edition birthday boom spells dropped in your inventory. And that's all because the 2nd of August is Clash's actual birthday date. And this is the celebration that we are getting. Also, in second, I said there are two things. The second thing is the new awesome quest scenery will drop in the shop, and I'll tell you a bit more about it later. But from August the 8th until the 31st, we've got the Chiefs Chronicles coming in. All right, this has been described as the first ever year in review. The idea is you walk through a hall that shows your account history, and at the end you claim a statue that reflects the type of chief you've become. Now, we don't know all the unlocks just yet, but it's going to be live for a full 3 weeks. Then on August the 9th, for one day only, you got to mark this down because this mass troop injection is going to be amazing. We finally, after waiting for so long, get the Elephant Rider. That's right, the Elephant Rider and Super Valkyrie will be injected into your troops, and you can use them only for 24 hours. But from August the 12th until the 31st, we've got the awesome medal event this month. This is the biggest chunk of the month. Two things are going to be happening here. First, the Elephant Rider becomes a temporary troop that you can use during your attacks. And second, this is where the new epic equipment debuts, where you can unlock it during this event. The Elephant Rider is built as a hybrid. It has the wall breaking of a Root Rider and the tanky rage drop of a Super Valkyrie. It's going to be amazing, and I think this one I am definitely going to be getting the event pass for. And from the 15th until the 17th of August, we've got our first Resource Fest. Gold mines and elixir pumps are going to be boosted to 4 times the production rate. Then from the 22nd until the 28th, we've got clan games as normal, with normal rewards. Or will it be? I'm not sure. I wonder. considering it's Clashiversary, let's see what they do. But from the 24th of August, Mama Madness is happening for 24 hours. Your army will automatically include 30 Mama Peckers. No training time needed, they'll just be shoved in there for you to use in your battles. Enjoy it. And then from the 26th until the 31st, the Revenge Deck boosts. If you unlock the new epic equipment during the medal event, it'll get boosted to the max level for you during this 6-day window. They're not going to be doing it in the beginning when we haven't unlocked it yet. They're waiting until the end of the month when everyone has already unlocked it so that you can enjoy it. Even if you haven't maxed it yet, you can still use it at a max level. And then on the 29th and the 31st, our second resource fest will close out the month with again the mines and elixir pumps pumping out 4 times resources for you. So that's 9 separate events in 31 days. This is the most content we've had in August since the 10th Clashiversary. If you're a daily player, you will not run out of things to do. And now the headline of the month. It's time to let you know all you need to know about Clash of Cards, because if you haven't logged into the game yet, when you do open the game, the trader's going to greet you and give you a free starter pack that you get to open. You open it immediately and you'll have between 3 and 5 cards available. The goal is to collect 60 of these cards, which have been split into 4 different categories. The categories are elixir cards, dark elixir cards, builder base cards, and super troop cards. So the question actually is, how do you get the packs? Well, there are 6 different ways of getting them. The main way is via attacking. In multiplayer, whether it's revenge attacks, legends attacks, friendly challenge, it doesn't really matter. All you need to do is scan the enemy base for a building with a golden card pack icon floating above it. You destroy that building and you'll get a pack. You don't need to 3-star, you don't need to win. Just destroy the building and you'll get your pack. On day 1, there will be 10 buildings with packs. Then every day after that, 2 more buildings get added. So 10 buildings plus 2, you multiply that by 30. That's going to equal 68 packs in total. But for some reason, I think there are going to be more. And all you need to do to get those is just from attacking. That is the first way. The second way, nice convenient way to go, is through the trader shop. That is found in the event tab. Free packs will be dropped here. 3 different days you'll get free packs on the 4th, the 11th and the 18th. So remember to mark that down on your calendar. And you can also trade cards in the trader shop. But I'll be telling you a little bit more about that in just a moment, when I finish telling you all the ways you can get your cards. The third way of getting them is through the Supercell store, and from August the 3rd to the 30th there is going to be exclusive tasks that you have to do. If you complete them, we'll get free packs. The 4th way is on the free gold pass track. The 5th way is on the free track of the awesome medal event. And finally, the 6th way is through social media drops. Codes will be posted on social media throughout the month, and that is how you will be getting them. Also, I think you should keep an eye on the town square in the global chat. Perhaps you might just be getting one through there. Keep an eye on it. But now let's talk trading, because this is what makes this event different. You can't actually trade your only copy of a card that you have. You must have duplicates. All right, and you have 2 different kind of trading options. Option A is through clan trading. This works exactly like requesting CC troops. You post, for example, I'm trading 2 archer cards for 1 meteor golem, and someone in your clan will accept it, and it's 1 for 1, and there we go. There's a cooldown timer to prevent any spamming going on inside of your clan chat. You can also spend 50 gems to instantly finish a trade if your clanmate is offline, so that is another way to get it done. But option B, the trader shop, the way that I initially spoke about, this is for, how we say, players that aren't in a clan or players that are in really quiet and dead clans that don't do much speaking or requesting and stuff like that. What you can do is you can take two duplicates of the same card and trade them in for one random pack of a category of your choice. Look, the odds are worse, but it guarantees progress. So why the system matters? Well, you will pull roundabout let's say for example, you'll pull like 8 archers before you even see one Electro Titan. The event is basically designed to make you talk to people again. So go back to the clan chat, go to the global chat, have fun and enjoy yourself. But not only will you be collecting cards, but there is also a rewards track. That's right, as you collect the cards, you'll fill a bar at the bottom of the screen. At 10 cards, you will unlock the card collection decoration. This is a permanent decoration that you will get to keep after the event ends. You can still place this, and you and your friends can open it to view your binder, however full it is. Then between cards 10 and 59, there'll be a counter going up, and you'll get everything, all different kinds of different resources, from everything from between shiny, glowy, and starry ore to builder potions. But once you get the 60th card and close up your collection, you will unlock the Manga Fury Prince skin. This is a free black and white version of the anime Fury Prince. It's like the Shadow Samurai treatment, but it's absolutely free. There are also some set bonuses available. If you complete all the elixir cards, you'll get yourself a rune of elixir. If you complete all the dark cards, you'll get yourself a rune of dark elixir. If you complete all the builder cards, you will get yourself a rune of gold. And if you complete all the super troop cards, you'll get yourself a guaranteed legendary chest, which could contain equipment or a skin or, well, you never know. But the important dates to remember for this: trading ends on the 2nd of September. After that, your collection will be locked forever. You can view it, but you cannot trade. So make sure, if you want the skin, you need to engage with this event and enjoy it, because it is going to be awesome. Don't forget, just a quick reminder of what's still ahead for the month. On August the 9th, you can try the Elephant Rider and Super Valk for free for a day. On August the 12th, the middle event starts with the Elephant Rider becoming an actual temporary troop with a new epic equipment unlocking. And on August the 26th, that new equipment will get boosted if you have not unlocked it yet. So the first half of the month is Clash of Clans. The second half is the middle event, plus new troop, plus new equipment. So Clashiversary 2026, I tell you what, Supercell took the feedback from last year and did the opposite of a rerun. The goal was novelty, and I tell you what, they've definitely delivered. Drop a comment below and tell me, are you hyped for the Elephant Rider or not? Let me know in the comments section below.
It's time for Clash News.
And that was time for Clash News. Well, Clash fans, in the interview chair today, we have the esteemed pleasure of welcoming a top-notch of TikTok and YouTube creators without a creator code for the moment. He's a man with a perfect 3-star attack plan, the one and only stylish, strategic, and still pseudonymous Smitty. Well, that's at least for the meantime, while no one knows how the spectacular Smitty looks right now. But all of that's going to change, right?
I mean, yeah, it's in the works. I did put up on my channel that if we get 5K YouTube subscribers, as soon as that happens, I will turn the face cam on. So, a little behind the curtain, I have it purchased. It is on the monitor and it is working. Just gotta get me to 5K, and then we will be ready to roll.
So it wasn't just 5K on YouTube, it was either 5K on YouTube, 15,000 on TikTok, or 3,000 on Twitch, right? But 5,000 on YouTube is your main goal.
Yeah, that's true. It's the one that's the closest right now. Twitch, I'm really far behind. I don't even know if I have 10, so I'm not sure that one's gonna get there. But TikTok is a little closer, but it's only at like 3K of 15. So the YouTube being
Yeah.
roughly almost to 2K is probably the closest thing to the goal at the moment. So that's the one I kind of am focusing on.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I do have to say a big thank you to you to start off with, because not only for joining us on the episode today, but also for being there when we started this podcast, to myself and Ghosty. You're always in the episode comments responding with motivational words, and the feedback in Discord when Ghosty said his farewell to me. Your words of confidence building sentiments helped me to push forward. So for that, I'd just like to say a big thank you.
You're welcome. I mean, quite honestly, you guys, I need to say thank you to all the podcasters out there because while I'm at work, you guys give me something to listen to when, you know, just not really doing anything too exciting. You get on the hop on the podcast and be able to listen to you and, Kat and T and everyone else out there, Scotty, Congressman
Yeah.
Coolrick, it's awesome just to hop on and listen to you guys for an hour and all of a sudden work went by just a little bit faster, you know what I mean?
All right, well, let's dive into you first. When you first started with your tax strategy episodes, you went from an RC charge meteor golem smash to throwers, and then you got stuck on E-drags for a bit, which was when you caught Ghosty's attention, with him using that strategy at the time. Much to C Note's vocal displeasure, if you remember. But then you shifted to super drags, and then you went on to super yetis. But the one factor that's always remained in all of those attacks, the same thing that was always there, was the Dragon Dew. You have a lot of love for that fellow, don't you?
I mean, like right now, he's got to be the strongest hero. Now, I think you could make an argument that the Grand Warden is more important, but in
Hmm.
terms of overall strength, having him in your army right now seems like an absolute must. Even with the new nerf to him, where he now
Yeah.
takes double damage from traps than what he used to, it's not double damage, but
Well,
he's still
compared to
super
what he was
strong.
taking. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But he's still super strong. You can just kind of throw him on that side, and he can either tank and basically set a perfect funnel, or using the rocket backpack, you can have him take out key parts of the base. He's
Yeah.
really just a very versatile hero right now. And I mean, playing in modifiers and Legends 1 and stuff, I need all the help I can get. So he's definitely been a staple of the army.
No, he is definitely very, very tanky. I really do enjoy using him. I can use him on two of my accounts, on my Tunnel 15 and my Tunnel 18. But I'm busy thinking, should I upgrade my Tunnel 12, or must I keep that one for Tunnel Cups? I think I want to try and get into the Tunnel Cup, event. Try and get a couple of us together and create a team. Have you thought of that
Those
yet?
were awesome. I have, but the issue is I don't have any accounts at that range,
Yeah.
and I struggle with taking the time to build up an account at Town Hall 12 or Town Hall 9 or 15,
Yeah.
not because of how long it would take for the upgrading purposes of the account itself, but more on the hero equipment side. Like,
Oh
just
yeah.
without starting, like there's so many pieces of equipment you need to buy and through gems or however else you get them. I guess the hero journey is supposed to help alleviate that a little bit, but I still don't see it in a place
Mm.
where it's easy enough for me to make one of those accounts and play in the cups. But I watched the Town Hall 12 and Town Hall 9 cups, and they were insane. They were basically
Yeah.
or a race against the clock, but it looked a lot of fun.
Yeah. It really was. Well, let's talk about when you've shifted on. Let's talk Hydra. Around 3 months
Yeah.
ago, you started showcasing the return of the Hydra attack after it had come back into the meta finally, and have pretty much honed in on getting it to almost perfection to then share it with your audience. as it's become one of the most used army strategies for the top level player. What addition to the Hydra do you think you've revealed or added to it that's been the most beneficial to the strategy itself?
So I think the most beneficial thing would just be how to enter a base and where
Mm,
to enter from, because quite honestly, the Hydra is so strong in that it's a relatively spammy army. There's not a
yeah,
lot of like queen charge going on in it, but if you start from the right side, you typically have a pretty good chance of success. Now, there are determining factors throughout the attack that might derail you at some point, but overall, if you start from the right side, that's like the first part of the attack that really, really is
yeah.
important.
I mean, a good startup can always set you up for anything. In essence,
Hmm.
I mean, yeah, if you've got a good funnel started, there's every chance of you tripling. And all it takes is just one wrong click or one not clicking in time, and that 3 star can go to a 2 star. Sometimes
It
even
is, it
worse, a one
is.
star.
Yeah, and actually, I'll give you a little tip here. Just on one of my previous videos, I did 5 second rule, and basically all
Yeah,
that is after you drop your dragons, typically they start attacking like storages and stuff first. And if you drop your
yeah,
dragon riders right away, they walk ahead and get taken out really early in the attack. So the 5 second rule was just once you drop your dragons, minion prince, warden, skywagon, just wait like
yeah.
5 seconds, drop the dragon riders, and then at that point, they stay with the army a lot better and actually seem to last longer into the attack and crush bases.
Yeah, that's a good tip. Definitely a very, very good tip. I mean, you're in wars every week, so you'll see all different kind of clan strategies and stuff like that, and different attacks and all of that. But I mean, you have been a leader before, have you not?
I used to lead clans. It's been a long time, but yes.
So then, what's one rule or call you wish every clan leader would enforce in war preparation that would instantly make their war hits better, but nobody actually really does?
Look, I think the first thing I would think about when you say that is probably to make sure that people don't hit super early in war. Like I know a lot of people like to just as soon as the war starts, they just hop right in, do their attack, and sometimes they triple, but sometimes they
Yeah.
fail. And quite honestly, I see this more in like CWL. Like people just go in right away and attack, and it's like for me, I plan like 5, 10 minutes before I even attack. So if you're going in right at the beginning, I feel like that's just a little too soon, and you probably should wait and maybe do a little more planning before going in.
Now, you've basically attacked against almost every base design trend there is. And my question to you is there a type of base design that you personally hate seeing in CWL because you know it's going to force you to burn your best attack, even if it's not technically an anti 3 star base?
The bases I dislike the most, and I have for a long time for some reason, is diamond bases. Like box bases are my absolute favorite to attack. I feel like I can just absolutely crush them almost every time. But diamond bases, the relationship between trying to decide to come in from the town hall side versus trying to come in from the side away from the town hall, I feel like that is a huge part of the attack. And if you get it wrong, like your attack has already failed before you even started, and that part just frustrates me.
Now, every top player, and of course I consider you a top player with your amazing attacking capabilities, but I mean, every player has a sort of panic button attack for when their first hit fails and the clan needs their 3 star. What's your go to composition right now? Do you reckon it would still be the Hydra, you think?
Yeah, I think it is. Hydra is still my go-to right now, but
Yeah.
with the changes to um, the seasonal crafted defenses, I think that's going to change here quite a bit because I feel like now with the lava launcher gone, there's going to be a lot of other attack strategies that work just as well or even better than the Hydra. It'll be interesting. We'll see. I haven't really played with the cake launcher yet or whatever they are, but I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, so you've taught thousands of people how to 3-star. If you had to wipe everything from your channel except for 3 videos, and those 3 videos had to make someone a competent war attacker from scratch, which 3 concepts would you leave?
Oh man, 3 concepts.
Hmm.
Um, it's a good question. I think number one would have to do something with like funneling almost. I think that is probably the most important thing when starting an attack. Um, Second would just be I would probably do like a Hydra video because I think that is the easiest to pick up and also the strongest in the meta right now. And then the third one would be like a base identification type video where you go along and figure out which bases you attack, like which side from, like we kind of talked with the diamond bases. I think if I was to pick like 3 topics, like if you were trying to learn how to 3-star, those would be the 3 things that would be the most pertinent at the moment.
And I saw in the comments after our last episode with Storm, you were busy chatting with her about her suggestion of a creative video on leadership. And yeah, I piped up and said, why not try and get all of them together for an instructional video? What do you think of those suggestions?
It's a great idea. And it's just the execution part would be incredibly difficult. And quite honestly, just like with all of us creating content, um, we're all very busy. I think everyone in the world is very busy people. So it's just hard to find time to get that many people together to be able to make a video of the case. But in terms of like lower town hall stuff, like it'd be really cool. I know Hooked on Clash does a lot of that and is very successful with it. And I would love to kind of get into that, but we kind of talked about it earlier with the hero equipment. Maybe if they make a change where it's easier to level them up when you're a lower town hall, I might go that route. And then like clan leadership, and we have a lot of clan leaders across a bunch of different spaces in terms of YouTubers, podcasters, the whole shebang. And um, making a leadership video, like I think there's a lot that could be said about leadership, but I think a lot of the people who are YouTubers and podcasters are in very active and successful and just well run clans, so to say, to where I don't know if we would be getting the entire scope of what leadership means in Clash of Clans. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, that makes absolute sense. One thing I did want to ask you was most creators react to updates like immediately. You tend to sit on them for a bit. So, what's your process for deciding when a new troop or equipment or defense is content worthy versus when it's just a patch note that doesn't actually change how we play?
Good question. Very good question. So when it comes to like the seasonal defenses, like this one right here that's coming out, the Cake-a-Pult, the Candle, and the Hero Hunter, I probably will make a video on it soon. The reason I haven't yet is just because I haven't had time to test them myself. So my thoughts would only be influenced by what other YouTubers have said. And most of these other YouTubers, I'm talking the guys with creator codes, so like Shock and Itzu and Judo, and they've already been playing with this before we even get released to it. So they have a little bit more insight into it. And I just feel like if I was to come out and say right now that the Cake-a-Pult is the best one, I just don't have enough in my knowledge yet to be able to say that confidently and have a bunch of people rely on me to be correct because it's very possible that that's wrong. And even in 3 days, I might say that, and it still could be wrong. But at least I would have a little bit more knowledge as to what I'm talking about, and just would like to get my hands on it first before I release a video on something I don't know anything about.
Now, that's definitely great thinking because, I mean, obviously you want to be sure first before putting anything out. So let's shift into another direction just for a minute. Your comments are basically like a classroom. So, what's the dumbest question you've received that actually made you rethink how you explain something?
Ah, I don't think I have any dumb questions. I don't think most people who ask questions ask them because they don't know what's going on. I think it's more of just like, hey, I don't understand this. Can you help explain it? So I don't know if dumb question is the right way to phrase it. I think one of the sillier things I heard recently is someone asked, when does CWL start? And they were at Town Hall 18, and I was like, I mean, you've been playing for how long? And like, it always starts in the first of the month. Like, what are we missing here? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, no, I understand that. Okay, maybe putting it as a dumb question was the wrong way to put it.
It's all good. It's just like it's just kind of like I'm not sure if I understood the question when he was asking that.
Okay. So we've had 10 Clashiversaries so far. If you could steal one mechanic from any past event and bring it back permanently, not just for an event, what would it be and why?
Ooh. You know what I would love to see, and I don't know, it probably will never make it because it was too broken when it came out. But I had a ton of fun with the lava loons, and it's kind of in the game with the lava loon puppet on the warden, but I don't know, it's not good enough. But I'd love to see them. I really want that equipment to work, and I saw actually Applesauce, who does a Hydra variant attack strategy on YouTube. He has been using it and it's been working, but I just wish it was a little bit stronger because that troop, quite honestly, is like really, really cool. I just want to see more of it. I want to see it in the meta.
Well, I'll tell you what, I had a lot of fun with the inclusion of the mass clone spells that were
Oh,
introduced
yeah,
for
yeah,
battle
yeah.
mode last month. You know, playing around with cloning the lava loon pups and the super yetis, electromites, the furnace fire mites. Yeah, all of those were fun. Yeah.
The boogers, yeah, it was kind of crazy. You could clone just all of them across the entire base and they would just go to work.
So, how long have you actually been playing Clash of Clans?
So I don't have the exact day or like time when I started, but it was somewhere between 2012 and 2013. I remember I started it with a group of high school buddies and we made a clan and we were playing, and it was all of us in that clan. And then after high school, we all kind of went our separate ways. And I was one of the few people who kept playing it. And I've been pretty active over the years. I took like maybe one or two small breaks, but nothing over like a year long. So I've been playing for a very long time.
So, you've been playing long enough to see Clash go from drop everything and pray to spreadsheets and pathing and all of that. So,
I've seen all of it. Yep.
what's one thing from old Clash that you miss that you think would actually make the game better today if it came back?
A great question. I think, and I base this around listening to Congressman Coolrick's episode last week. I don't know if you had the chance to listen to it, but he did a solo episode on his journey through Clash, and he talked about clan wars and how right now they're a little broken in terms of its clash of ties, but really it seems like it's only 9 or 10% of the community that's having this issue. So I don't know if we're just on the one end of it, but I remember specifically like sitting down at like my kitchen table and planning out like, okay, you're gonna hit this base, I'm gonna hit this base, our other clanmate's gonna hit this base, and then when we 3-star all those, we can then drop down and hit these, or we can move up and hit those. And that sort of strategy in the game really brought a community around clans in general. And we see it once a month in Clan War League because at that point there is a little more strategy to it. But right now, that's only one attack. And with the two attack type of war strategy, there was a difference to how you went about picking who you attacked and just a little more communication and clan teamwork involved. And if I was to bring one thing back, it'd be that because the Town Hall 9, Town Hall 10 days where really 3 stars were not, they were a bonus almost, not a guarantee. And most of the time you were just shooting to get more percent than the people across from you. And planning like, oh, if I take like 5 extra archers here, I can clear out these 5 buildings, get 5 more percent. Like that was the golden days in my opinion.
I was thinking, hero equipment and pets have completely changed how we build armies. Of all the new systems Supercell has added in the last 2 years, which one has forced you to relearn the game the most? And what's one combo it unlocked that you didn't think was possible before?
Relearn the game. I think modifiers, quite honestly, because up until Town Hall 16, it was a very level playing field across everybody. And now it still is that level playing field, but as you progress higher in the game in terms of CWL and ranked mode, you now get these modifiers and I mean they are incredibly challenging. Legends 1 modifiers are super difficult. I can't believe the attacks we see in esports mode because there's no way I'd be able to pull those off. And just that aspect of the game has really made me like, especially in the last 6 months where they introduced it to rank mode, has really made me like focus down and change the way I played a little bit.
Yeah, but what I've noticed is that one thing that stayed constant through all your army shifts is you always find that one little micro or timing trick that makes the whole attack work, from whether it's meteor golem pathing to hydra skips. You've got a library of them. What's a small detail or timing that you've added recently that you think most people are sleeping on, but it's actually the difference between a 2 and a 3 star?
I kind of mentioned it earlier, and I really do think that with the Dragon Rider dragon, so the Hydra army, delaying the Dragon Riders 5 seconds is huge because there was so many attacks where not like 30 seconds into the battle, the Dragon Riders would all be gone, and I'd kind of be wondering like what happened. And I'd watch the attack back, and it's very clear they go ahead and they like target this, I don't know, multi-archer tower in the middle of the base where my dragons and minion prints and stuff are still targeting like these heroes or collectors on the outside, and they just all get destroyed. Even if I have like my warden ability going, and I was like, "This, how is this happening?" And that tip that I only released, I would say like 2 days ago now, 3 days ago now, but that one for me is a huge one.
Well, speaking of meta shifts, let's talk about the Judo Talks video with David for a second. We had the opportunity to watch Judo Talks, have a chat with David, and they were busy talking all around the long term clash. Through the line of what they were busy doing, the testings with using A/B tests to stop guessing and figure out what actually keeps Clash healthy for the next 20 to 40 years. Because we've seen troop injections has passed the test with a big boost to retention at Town Hall 11 all the way through to 13. So you could probably expect 1 to 2 of those a month, do you reckon?
I think so. And I kind of agree with him. I think A/B testing is needed. It stinks that you can't tell people they're being A/B tested, but after listening, I know Trample had a lot of good thoughts on this. Listening to him talk about it in the industry and like people's psychological reactions to knowing they're in these test groups changes how they play. It kind of makes sense they have to keep it a little more on the down low.
Well, they also seem to be splitting events into like three buckets to give people a reason to log in without FOMO and make events feel novel and target them better instead of a one size fits all for everyone. That's why I think, Summer Jam was great with the bigger discounts for the mid to lower town halls. And why I think Clashiversary is
Hmm.
getting that fresh twist for endgame players. The plan is, from what it seems to be, is to drop prestige cosmetics during progression events so nobody feels out. Because, I mean, it's not like max players are looking for books and hammers. It does seem like the right thing to do at that point. Do you agree with that?
I agree. And they kind of did this with the seasonal the crafted defenses where you get those and I guess it's also the supercharges where you get like the Sparky stones or whatever they're called to buy like the builder skin or these decorations. And I get that because giving us the 30% boost to loot and time reductions would do absolutely nothing for me right now. So that would not make me log in. But if I know that I'm going to be getting and I think we see it in the event with the card collecting that the very last reward is the one of the Duke skins, I believe. I might be wrong there. It looks like it's a skin. It's kind of grayed out.
It's a Shadow Samurai version of the anime Fury Prince in black and white.
Oh. So yeah, like that's a really cool way of like implementing it and getting not just max players into the game, but like Town Hall 15s who want to get that skin as well. So I think that is a good way of doing it. And also with the progression of like Sparky Stones, getting us limited time or rare decorations or whatever it is that we can get for being max players at the time. I think that's a win.
I see that for the card event this Clashiversary, I mean, we have so many different ways to collect the cards, whether it's from attacking, the free side of the season pass, the trader, and those are just amongst a few of the ways that you can get them. But do you think a reasonable idea would be for them to add a few cards inside the town square in the global chat?
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, I guess I'd turn around and ask that question back to you and say, how often have you gone to the big global chat, the town hall section?
Well, what usually happens is I go in there to clear out the notifications, mainly because I have OCD.
That's fair.
And if there's that little red dot on there, I have to go and click on it to take it away. And I end up reading what's been posted. And that's about it. I mean, as you know, I've never actually been a fan of global chat, to be perfectly honest.
I know you haven't, but like the thing is for me, like you mentioned that, and I was like, I kind of forgot that town hall section existed. Um, I just don't ever, I guess I don't ever look at it. And so maybe putting cards in there would be a good idea. It would get people to check in, but I know they did that reaction one to see if we could get the king skin at one time, but other than that, like I could not tell you a single message that has been put in there.
Well, that actually ties into the Clashiversary. So, if you could design your ideal Clashiversary, what would it look like?
Quite honestly, I'm just gonna actually side with Supercell on this one. I don't know if I could come up with a better idea than the cards they've done. It seems, I mean, I've only played it one day, so I haven't worked out all the kinks yet, but it seems kind of fun. It seems like not only is it getting you engaged in the game in terms of attacking and collecting these cards, if you get extras, you can trade with clanmates. So now it's getting you involved with your clan, and maybe if your clan doesn't have one it gets you involved in global chats or other clan families or friends or I think it's a really and honestly like hats off to them. I think they did a really good job with this event.
Oh, no, I can definitely agree with that. Definitely, definitely. But what I am struggling to wrap my head around is what David said in that judo interview that we'll be getting a fresh event and a fresh twist on an existing event. So we have the cards, that's
Mhm.
obviously the fresh one, right? But then that makes me think, what does
I'm
he
gonna I'm gonna
mean by a fresh twist on an existing event?
I'm gonna guess it's gonna come with the epic equipment event. I'm gonna guess that's where there's gonna be a twist. I'm gonna assume it's not gonna be the same as it has been in the past. They're gonna twist that up. That would be my guess.
And most importantly, we finally get to see the elephant rider after how long have we been waiting for it?
It's been a long time. I can't believe it's actually coming out. I forget how do they say how long ago that event was that they did that?
No, I have no idea how long ago it was. All I know is it's a very controversial topic among the Clash team.
Well, it's funny because they've implemented this farming mode, let's call it, that they can literally put any troop into the game in and not have really any repercussions against it. So I'm gonna guess that's what they're gonna do with the Elephant Rider, but we'll see.
Yeah, well, let's hope for the best because it looks to me, from what I've read, that it's got the blasting through walls effects like a Root Rider
Hmm.
and the attack that's like as powerful as a Super Valk. So,
Sounds pretty strong.
yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. It sounds pretty OP. And yeah, so this also lines up with what was said about the overall event strategy going forward. One of the three main focuses is novelty, and they admitted they haven't been doing a good job with that recently, but it's going to be one of their biggest priorities moving forward.
Yeah, no notes, 100% agree. Like the the events got stale. They were the same thing over and over again. And the card event, like I said earlier, I think it's a home run. I think it's
Yeah.
completely different. It's new, it's fun, it's something that is creative and it gets you involved with a bunch of players and attacks in the game.
So the goal for this Clashiversary sounds like it's directly addressing last year's feedback. You know, keep the rewards strong, but make the event itself feel new.
They have, yep.
Now, before we hit the quiz, we've got a couple of listener questions from you guys for Smitty. And yeah, we've got the first one over here. This one is from Liam. What was your first win that made you confident that you were doing the right thing?
Huh. I'm gonna take this in a content creation side. And okay, and I'm gonna say my first win was actually on TikTok. I posted a video. My first five did very poorly. Like, well, I shouldn't say that. They got like 100 to 200 views, and I was like, okay, that seems like a lot of people, but I don't know much about content creation, so let's just keep putting them out there. And then the sixth video was a thrower video, and it got, I want to say, 70,000 views in like 5 days. And it was, I kid you not, I left for work in the morning and I didn't have TikTok on my phone at this point. I only had it on my iPad. And my iPad was sitting at home. And I came home to like 3,000 notifications on my iPad from likes and comments and stuff, and literally didn't know what was happening. I was like, did I break something? But that was the first time that I was like, huh, maybe maybe something that I'm doing is a little bit different than everyone else, I guess.
And here is a question now. It's from Jess in Rising Dawn. What do you think of Town Hall 18 players versus lower Town Halls or new players?
Um, what do I think about them? I mean, really, it's interesting because most of the lower town hall players that I interact with are strategic rushers, just from being in the Clash Files family and T, one of my clanmates and co-leader, um, being like the creator of the guide that people use for strategic rushing. And what I have on them is they are typically the nicest people you will ever meet. And they are so thankful whenever I do a giveaway, whenever I do anything. Like I have a lot of hero equipment stuff that I can give away sometimes. And they are always the first ones to be like, dude, you're awesome. This is amazing. Thank you so much. They're incredible people. And I think really the only difference is they just haven't been playing as long. And with Clash, it takes a long time to get to the end game, at least like 2 years. So really the only difference, I mean, is either A, they've stopped playing at like Town Hall 9 because they love it. B, they just haven't been playing long enough, or C, they took a break and came back. And other than that, like there's no difference between Town Hall 18 players and lower level Town Hall players.
Nah, I tend to agree with that there. And next up here, we have one from Neon Zombie. How would things run in your utopia of Clash of Clans?
Oh man, you guys are asking me to design the game right now. uh, I don't know. The only thing I would look into, and I don't have the data to be able to accurately depict what is going on, but I would look into ranked mode and war. Those are the two things that I think I would look at changing. Obviously, we can talk about builder base and like clan capital, but I'm just gonna put those aside. I think in my utopia there would be a difference in ranked mode to where I just feel like there's a separation right now, and I don't know how. This is where I don't know how many people, but there's a separation in terms of not being able to eight attacks a day and having weekly hits, and I think that can get better. And then in Clan Wars, obviously, just get rid of the tie somehow.
Ah, okay. All right, well, we've got one here from Storm as well.
Do
Um, in Legends, who have you encountered, whether it's a friend or a fellow content creator or even a pro, that you were most excited about encountering and why?
so this happened. Ooh, I don't know how long ago this was. I posted a video on TikTok about it, so I might be able to look it up really quick. But I was super excited. I want to say I was doing the Mass Revive Super Dragon Army strategy, and I actually attacked the number one player in the world at the time. Unfortunately, I forget his name, but it was probably about, it wasn't stars at the time. Um, oh, I'm not gonna be able to find it real quick, but basically it was just like super cool to see that and be like, holy crap, I'm attacking the number one player right now ranked in the world. That was probably the coolest moment for me. I haven't hit stars yet, so I can't say him.
Okay, so whose base would you like to bump into one day? Would Stars be the one?
It'd be fun to attack him as long as I'm attacking him and he doesn't get to attack me.
Yeah. Well, this next one is from a friend of both of ours. It comes all the way
Oh,
from the
okay.
OG side of town. Scotty827 wants to know, in your videos you sometimes say funny things like "wee" for the Duke, and in one episode you opened up by calling it spicy. What are some of the ones that didn't make the cut?
There was one thing I did one time when recording a video, my recording cut out and I like slammed my table with my hands and I might have said a bad word and that definitely didn't make the cut. But I was just so frustrated because my recording setup at the time was not functioning correctly. And yeah, that one, I mean, it wasn't a funny thing said at the beginning, but it was something that definitely got cut from the video.
And finally, I did some covert ops and went into your Smitty Place Clash Discord server and found a nice little question
Okay.
for you. Obsidian asks, why are your ears different sizes?
I'm going to guess, and I don't know, the one photo that I have that I even made the comment myself. I'm gonna guess it's just the angle of which I'm tilting my head in the photo. Um, I've looked back at the non black and white version, and it doesn't look weird. But like when you see it in black and white, it's very clearly the ears are different levels. So I don't know. I mean, the way you guys can find out, I mean, hitting the 5K number, but I don't know. That's a great question. I don't know the answer. Yeah, it's just a funny angle, and when I did the black and white version, it's like that ear is clearly higher than the other one. What is going on?
Well, one thing you did comment on and say that you did enjoy when he was still here was Ghosty's Clash quiz. So,
Okay.
in honor of him and because you were his creator crush, I've decided to bring it back for the episode. I will warn you though, some questions are like his, we'll just call them ghosty questions,
Okay.
and the others are, well, not as nail bitingly tough as ghosty questions, let's put it that way.
Love it. Let's do it.
What meta troop introduced at Town Hall 16 and heavily used all the way up until Town Hall 18 punches straight through walls to open up base routing for smash attacks?
That's the Root Rider.
Yes. Which high damage defense clearing troop do players unlock by upgrading their barracks to level 18 at Town Hall 16?
It's got to be a Dark Troop because Root Rider's an elixir. Which one is the Root Rider? Hmm. You might get me here. I don't. Town Hall 16, you said?
Okay, I'll give you a hint. It's my favorite troop.
Oh, does that mean it's a. I have two guesses and I don't know the answer. Is it a thrower? I
Yes.
did? Okay. My other guess was a Super Yeti. I wasn't sure. I don't know. Do the Super Troops come out after the regular troops? I don't know the answer to that.
I'm actually not too sure on that one either.
I'll have to look that up. Okay. Move on to the next one.
What signature hero equipment allows a Grand Warden to completely vaporize dense defensive compartments when combined with earthquakes, such as Inferno Towers or Scatters, during a Warden Walk setup?
I used this last night actually, and it is the Fireball equipment.
Yes. Question 4. In the Town Hall 17 Meteor Golem Smash strategy, what spell is crucial to force pathing control and prevent your army from splitting along the outer edges of the base?
What spell is crucial? The Overgrowth spell?
Yes.
Okay. That was a lucky one. I wasn't sure on that one.
Question 5. What
Okay.
major mechanical change happened to Town Hall 17 during defensive engagements compared to previous versions?
So it went from the Eagle joined Town Hall 17, and then it shot out artillery shells that actually dealt damage upon um, impact, and then also had a poison effect afterwards.
Yes.
Yeah, it was those. Those were not fun to deal against. More fun than the Guardians, though. I don't. The Guardians are tough.
Question 6. What is the name of the devastating multi-target defense unlocked at Town Hall 17 that fires 4 enemy-seeking explosives and leaves burning pools of fire?
uh, multiple choice? I have no idea. I wouldn't even have a guess. The
Well, let's put it this way. You go from having an Inferno Tower on your...
Oh, the Inferno Artillery. Okay.
Yeah.
You walked me into that one.
Okay, question 7. Which back-end strategy involves using a lone hero paired with a spirit fox and invisibility spells timed every 4 to 10 seconds to create a massive pathing funnel?
I mean, there's two different versions of this now, but it's the RC walk or the Dragon Duke walk.
Yes.
Yeah, the new one came out. The Duke walk came out with the Electro Fangs recently.
You know, technically the Duke doesn't walk, so you probably call it a Duke glide or a Duke fly.
You know, that's a good point. A very good point.
Okay. So, question 8. What specific Town Hall 18 defense mechanism introduces the choice between the smasher, the long shot, or the logger to protect the village core?
Be the guardians associated with the town hall.
Yes. Okay, two to go, and this next one should be pretty
Alrighty.
easy for you. What powerful air-based composition dominates the Town Hall 17 and Town Hall 18 war meta by utilizing a mix of dragons, dragon riders, and the Dragon Duke?
It'd be the Hydra army. Click.
Yes. What heavy splash defense can be created at Town Hall 18 by merging two standard wizard towers together?
Be the super wizard tower.
Yes.
All right.
And from talking Clash and having fun to the legal side of things, let's head on over to Clash Court.
Order in the court!
And for this week's court session, Smitty has decided to send the throwers into the pit we call Clash Court. Tell me, Smitty, what is your reason for summoning the troop I specifically use into potentially a lengthy sentence?
Like, I was using the throwers last night, and quite honestly, they were targeting under the influence. They selected completely irrational buildings, and quite honestly, just no sober troop would even choose those buildings. They would just decide to go off to the side of the base and attack buildings that weren't even in their scope of view. Second, they are accused of first degree funnel abandonment. I would have set a perfect funnel with the fireball and the king, and yet the throwers would still knowingly wander around the base, around the outside, in search of, I don't know, gold storage or something. Nothing important. Third, we're going to do unauthorized long range spear throwing. There was some troops in the middle of the base that came out from the clan castle, some witches to be exact. And quite honestly, the throwers just threw spears over two different sets of walls to take out witches 2 zip codes away. There's no way that can be legal.
Your Honor,
Go
Your
number
Honor, please. Can you at least give me a chance to give a rebuttal to those three accusations? Because, I mean, we can't really call them charges now, can we? Your Honor, Smitty claims my client was targeting under the influence, but he clearly doesn't understand basic pathfinding. My client targets the closest building by tile distance, not what Smitty wants him to hit. If Smitty didn't want him hitting that gold storage, he should have cleared the adjacent buildings first, instead of blaming the troop AI for his own terrible funnel. And on the charge of first-degree funnel abandonment, Smitty is blaming my client for wandering outside. But please remember, a troop cannot enter a base if there's no path been made open. What happened was Smitty's failed to either use a wall breaker, or a jump spell, or a siege machine to open up for him. He expects my client to just phase through a level 15 wall. The funnel didn't fail, Your Honor. Smitty's wall management failed. And with regards to unauthorized long-range spear throwing, I mean, staying maximum tiles away from danger is literally the entire point of a ranged troop. He expects my client to walk directly into a dead zone. The blast radius of a town gigabomb or something. I mean, just to look brave? That isn't strategy. That's just donating your troops to the enemy, Your Honor.
I mean, quite honestly, that's what I need them to do, is to walk right into the middle of the base and take everything out for me. I don't know I don't know what else there is to ask. It seems like they just keep walking around the outside, and then when they do get to the town hall, there's these giant guardian protecting it, and they all get vaporized anyways. So they might as well just go in right away and get vaporized in the beginning.
All right, well, do you have any actual charges that can stand, Smitty, please?
I have 2 more. I'm going to go the first one with desertion during battle. Click. I swear to you, I am not lying. There was a thrower that abandoned the main army when he needed it most, and I found him in the builder base. He was just randomly attacking a gem mine because he got a little greedy and needed some gems to finish his own defense in his village. And the last one is going to be the obstruction of the 3-star, directly contributing to 99% time fails across the Clashiverse. Everyone who uses this strategy struggles with time fails, and they always end up 98, 99%. You can't tell me they are not obstructing justice and 3 stars in Clash of Clans.
All right, you know what? I'm going to deal with this obstruction of a 3-star first because Smitty's crying about it because of a 99% time fail. Your Honor, my client spent the entire raid chewing through maxed out walls because the prosecution didn't bring a log launcher. You can't blame a time fail on the last troop standing when you've wasted 40 seconds of the clock staring at the base trying to look for the right opening. And now, finally, Smitty claimed their desertion during battle because he allegedly saw a thrower at the builder base. Now, Your Honor, that is mechanically impossible, and I'm wondering who is the one who is under the influence. A home village troop cannot cross the ocean. Smitty was clearly looking at a boxer giant or something on his own screen and got confused because, he's so good he plays with his eyes closed. He has no evidence because his claim violates the physics of the game.
Your Honor, I don't know if Click's trying to say the throwers are in the right or that I was under the influence while attacking. He seems like he's attacking me here. What's going on?
Oh, no, Your Honor. I wasn't attacking the prosecution. I was merely saying that he's so good at the game that he can play with his eyes closed.
Oh, okay. I don't know. It seems pretty unlikely, but
Your Honor, I think
I'm
I've done a
sorry, but
worthy enough
on this
job
case,
to
I think
keep
that
my
I think I should
client
get to keep my
from
throws, and they
going
get
into
to stay
jail
out of
for
jail
an
this time.
unnecessarily lengthy period, especially when it's just before CWL and I need them.
just because you like the throwers. Come on, Your Honor, this is rigged.
Order in the court.
Nah, I think this time, for once, I've done a good enough job to keep my client out of jail, especially just before CWL. I think this one is case dismissed.
Darn it.
Thank you so much for joining us here today, Smitty. Do you have any shout-outs you'd like to give?
Yeah. First of all, for you for letting me come on and a little bit of patience. We had a little bit of technical difficulties, but we got through it in the end. And then just to the other podcasters out there in my clan. So both Rick, T, Kat, who all do podcasts, obviously Scotty, who asked a question as well. All the other people who asked questions too. That was a good segment. I like that. And just my clans with the Rated Fuzzy for always being awesome, and Batters over at SOG for somehow wrangling up like 130 different players every month. It's kind of crazy, but just thank all them for everything they do and keeping the game enjoyable.
Well, for my shout-outs, I'd like to reiterate my gratitude to you for joining me and letting the audience learn just a little more about yourself. I'd also like to thank the podcasting community for all their support, but I definitely want to send a big shout out to Liam, Jess, Neon Zombie, Storm, Scotty, and Obsidian for sending in their questions to Smitty. Remember to look in the description for Smitty's social links as well as our Discord to leave your questions or suggestions as to who should be in Clash Court next. So until next time, don't forget, Clash is a social game, so get in there, get talking, get playing, and enjoy it. And until next time, keep on clashing.